Hello. Hello, Chad. I decided to come here to the room just while I share the stream, so I don't keep you guys waiting too long on the waiting room. Wait, that cable is a little stuck, and that's not good. There we go. And let me just share the stream because I don't want to forget again. There we go, let's end the server and then over here. Alrighty. Hello, konnichiwa, hello everyone, my name is Leo. I'm your resident vampire singer and professional simp, and today I am continuing to draw your PFPs with my left hand. So badly. Anyway, hi Zombie, hi Nene, hi Tyler. Yes, indeed, Maple is the coolest person right now. I really like to see the snowflake. It's really cute. I'm glad it turned out so pretty. Because I kind of had to improvise the badges, because I really had no idea what to do. But then I kind of like went for a little theme with the snow bats. Yeah. So it will evolve as Maple, if Maple ends up like becoming a member for a long time. But for now, I really like this snowflake. It looks really cute. Maybe. That's a reminder that memberships are open, as if I didn't have it right on my screen right now. Anyway, let us go to... Oop. Did my thing disconnect? I don't know. It suddenly sounded like my drawing tablet disconnected, but the light is on, so I'm assuming it's working. Yes, it's working. No worries, Maple. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later, if I'm still alive. I'm probably gonna be still alive, but you know. Anyway, let us go to the overlay. Whoop. There we go. That was the last one I was on. I don't remember the name of the person, but they came in chat and asked for it, so I drew it, and we had to do coloring and stuff. Now let me close. Discord, there we go. And coloring I've been doing with my right hand just because I think it is a very important step in the process and I don't like messing it up. But we're gonna do, no, that's another one. Chickens first. Chicken skies, because it's so pretty. Well, the original is really pretty. Mine is a little bit odd, but I still had to do like liner cleanup. I remember now. Okay. Let me just hide the reference for a little bit. Whoop. So cleanup. That means this section under the flaps. While we do this, how are you guys doing? How was your weekend and the start of the week? It's already the middle of the week. Hello, Chicken Sky. Even if it's goofy, thank you. I'm glad you still like it. How have you been, chat? It's kind of, I was kind of having an existential crisis earlier because I was like, what do you mean it's already Wednesday? Because I was like, oh yeah, on Thursday, this and that, because I've been doing a lot of stuff. And that is not necessarily channel related, but it is workish related. I don't know how much I can talk about one of those things. Well, on the weekend I spent it with my family because Mother's Day. I hope you all celebrate your mothers. Then I did a little teaser of the lore on the server that I should probably post here as well, now that I think about it. And I've been doing paperwork for my degree. And I have to go to my faculty next week, and which is gonna be interesting because I gotta deliver said paperwork and then wait like 2 months for them to get back at me and be like, yeah, you can now submit the rest of the paperwork and we will start the rest of the thingy so you can get your degree. Yeah, so it's that. I've been doing channel work as well, and then I don't know how much I can talk about this, but I got in a little project that I'm doing art for, and it's really exciting. Not great, but I won't talk about it here. But I talk about it later. Okay, no worries. Hello, zombie. Where is my? I'm realizing that I don't have my phone here, and I keep having to tab out to read chat. Where is my phone? Is the real question. Oh, I found a cockroach in a cup today. That was fun. It suddenly came back to me. And by fun, I mean I almost had a heart attack. Yeah. But back to the other exciting thing. So yeah, I joined a little project where I'm doing art, and it's coming along nicely. And I'm really excited about it, but again, I don't know how much I can talk about it just yet. But that's what's been keeping me busy on top of auditions for stuff that recently came out. I still have to record a couple of things. I gotta keep recording covers, editing, all the jazz. So it's been a little crazy lately. I'm gonna update my profile picture because why not? Sure. Here it is. And then I like this stick The stick rapier. It's so funny when I see it. There we go. Okay, so here's the little hand. Also, I wanted to start streaming Bendy this week, but first, I wanted that one stream that says test stream, that is tomorrow. I want to test that thing first before I start playing Bendy, just to make sure everything works. So, yeah, because I haven't found time to actually do it on my spare time. We're doing it live, and then if it works, I don't know. Maybe we start a gameplay of that something I'm testing. I was actually gonna stream yesterday, but I ended up deciding not to because I kept falling asleep during the day, but also because I wanted to keep working on that project that I'm a part of right now, and also other stuff. I had to do laundry because the basket was very much full. And you know, other like IRL stuff. On Monday I had to take pictures for as part of the documentation I have to take to my faculty, all the jazz. Where is the arm? Well, here it is. So yeah. She wields a stick, or rapiers are probably thinner than that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because it crashed out, oh my god. Wait, what did I say that is gonna make him crash out again? At this point, I don't even know anymore. I really need my phone to see it, look at chat in real time, because it's driving me insane. Hold on, let me go get at least the tablet or something, because I don't know where my phone is. I'll BRB, look at the stick in his, for now. I found my phone. It was in the other room. Alright, now let me just open chat real quick. Oh, Bendy and the Egg Machine, right. I was thinking about that. I was thinking he's gonna be all like, why are you streaming it when I can't watch and all that. But lately that's always. Cause he's gotten busier. Look at the silly elf. Yes. Silly elf. What else am I missing? This line that I don't know where it is, and oh, here, the ponytail. But other than that, I think over here everything looks fine-ish. Well, it's fine, it's just a pin. Look. Wait, what is this one? This layer has nothing. God. Okay. Maybe I can... Yeah. Okay. And then that's the mouth. Okay, here is the rapier thingy. We can erase this little section, and then I wonder if... Hello, that one scientist. Welcome. Glad to see you here again. for lurking. Where is... Okay, here. But where is the little band? What's up, zombie? Hair tie, where are you? Hi, Mandy! I am so sorry you have to see this. Hi. I know she looks cute, like I'm not embarrassed about that. I'm embarrassed that it's not my best work. Cause it's my left hand. But hi! Nice to see you here. There we go. Okay, so that is covered by the ear, and then what is this? Yet another layer that has nothing. Okay, this one is the eyes. Eyebrows. And this. There are certain things that I don't know where they are that I need to erase. But they are definitely in here somewhere. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Because I don't name layers. Where is it? Small dot here that's driving me insane, but also there was something else on this one and this one that I don't know where they are. Her hand broke. Yeah. The other thing I can do is just paste and then treat it as a singular layer, and thus removing everything that's like there. Like here. Oh, maybe I should have avoided the glasses. Shoot. Okay. Never mind. There we go. Okay, now we erase the things again. Dun, dun. So what do you guys do for Mother's Day? I'm actually curious, because I know for most of you it was on Sunday. At the very least, that's what I know. Well, at least I know that it's like always on a Sunday for the States and probably Europe, because I saw Tyler and Confused being like, oh yeah, it's on Sunday. I don't know exactly which Sunday. I'm guessing the 2nd of the month, usually. But here it is like an actual established date, which is May 10th. Hold on. Why am I erasing this? No, it's just this that I wanted. There we go. I think I'm done with all the spots that I couldn't figure out where they were. Now we're gonna do rendering. Well, coloring and then rendering. Alrighty. flaps as well. Yes. Or lapels. Ah, I'm missing this. There we go. And over here as well. I'm not sure what I was doing. I forgot. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Well then, okay, so that section as well. In my case, it was pretty simple. The thing with Mother's Day is that it's always, we always go to see my grandma on my dad's side during that time, so we don't really celebrate my mom fully, at least on that day. So we always take her out like after, you know, as to celebrate her like individually after the whole thing. But it's always just that the family gets together and we eat together, and well, most of the family, because not everyone goes. And we eat together and chat, and then karaoke has become a tradition now in celebrations for some reason. Which I'm not complaining, it's just sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's, I guess it's more like sometimes I'm up for it, and some other times I wish they would leave me on my, like, to my own devices, but it always has me to sing because obviously. but yeah, so it's just that this year my grandma has like a fish food, like fish place. What are these called? Seafood. That's what I'm looking for. A seafood place like right beside her house, and so we ordered from there, and they delivered it to her house, like as if her house was the restaurant. It was pretty good. I had tuna, raw tuna, which I hadn't had since January, and it was really good. That's basically what I did, and also I drew a lot. I suddenly got inspired and I started doing a bunch of sketches. Amongst them was the one that I showed you guys in the server. But yeah, that's pretty much my Mother's Day. Also, I've been meaning to ask, outside of Bendy, what other games would you be excited about? Of course, I can't always comply because if I don't own the game, it's gonna be difficult for me to play. But I've been a little bit curious about that. Like, if maybe, for example, you would want some old series to come back, or there are a couple of games that I never finished because of back then, because of my PC, or because I wasn't really enjoying them, or I didn't do a completionist thing, which is rare, but I did. For example, one of the early games that we played was Grease, and that one I did not do completionist mode. I just finished it and never touched it again. For Bendy, I have the entire, like, all the games that are out right now, so because I bought the bundle that was very cheap a while back, so that one is like no problem, like, to play all of them if we want to. But yeah, for example, I never continued Sonic Adventure 2, and I kind of want to because now I have a controller, but also my PC is not gonna lag, hopefully, while playing it. So yeah. Hello. Hold on. Let me just. Hello, Rain. I got a new PFP. I'm seeing that. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually I cannot. At least not through my phone. Maybe I can on my PC, but hi! Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here. Again. Huh? Here we go. Oh, it's really pretty! Nice! Anyway. But yeah. So I'm curious to see like what else would you like to see, or for example, I have not built that Compla that I got of Android 18. Do you want more art streams, that kind of stuff? I'm kind of curious to see like what type of streams and games you like more, and do and try those out and all that jazz, you know. I know I don't stream often, but well, as often as I would like, more like. I'm a single person after all, but still, I like to know what my audience likes better. So, for example, right now, lately, I've been doing a lot of epic covers, but because I had a huge backlog, those were recorded who knows how long ago at this point. I think way back in January. That olive tree one technically had been recorded way back in January, maybe even December. But the thing is that I had to re-record it multiple times because I just did not like how it was turning out. So that's why it took a little bit to get finalized. Also, I had Tyler help me out with that one. Thank you, Tyler. With the mixing and stuff. But it has been ready, I think, since March-ish. I think. I don't remember quite well. So I have like a little bit of a backlog with Epic. There are still covers that I want to do, but those will probably like come out way later and maybe more spaced out. Right now, what I'm trying is like doing one like musical or other thingy cover one week, and then the other one doing something like Japanese, and just like switching between those two per week. Oh, I'm sorry, chicken. It's okay. I'm enslaved in the coven basement until I finish. Yes, I have him in shackles. I have Tyler in shackles, and I'm not letting him out until he finishes what he says. What he said he could edit. Joking. JK. Yeah, this is Chicken's character. They're I believe, if I remember correctly, they go by they? Or she, her? No, she, her. Yeah. The character, the OC. And they're really pretty. Don't worry, English is kind of confusing a lot of times. It is also not my first language. I feel the urge to render the gloves so bad. Okay, so here. This one is very light. And then I've also been practicing more like of the drawing basics, at least anatomy wise lately, because I don't know if I mentioned this, but I really when it comes to art, that is the area where I'm very much self-taught, and I learned through mimicking. Mimicking. And that's why like a lot of things I I don't have the basics like nailed because of how I learned. So yeah. So I've been trying to get back to those lately to improve. And there's been progress, very small, but there's been progress, at least in my opinion. Yeah. Also, personally, I think I draw better in traditional than digital, but there's also been improvement on that regard because I used to suck at digital art. When I'm behind on the cover schedule, I don't get fed. Damn. I am a true tyrant after all. Leon is gonna reply to message because I can't type those characters. I love her. The art is not by me, that's right. I hate anatomy. I learned those from the wooden little guys. I have wonky torsos and no feet. I tried using those, but I found that they just didn't work for me. Like it feels off. So lately what I've been doing is basing it off of actual pictures of people. That way, like that's, I don't know why, but for me at least, it gives me a better perspective of how proportions work. If that makes sense, and how some joints bend and stuff. Because sometimes, for example, like this, it looks like a broken hand, but sometimes joints do bend like that. Especially if you are very flexible, and it looks off, but they are like movements that the body can do. It just depends on how natural the rest of the pose looks, is from what I've gathered, from what I've been like studying and stuff. So yeah. But it is like a bit of a pain figuring out all of that when you are like very much new to all those concepts. Because there's also like another way of learning. I have the spray instead of my pen. Another way of learning I found is that a lot of people use, I think it was Da Vinci's proportion thingy. But what I found with that one is that it also depends on the type of style you're going for. Because it's the whole thing about the 8 heads and stuff, and that one didn't really work for me either. Like I couldn't really understand it, and everything looked off. So I decided to not do that one. I think it really does depend on your art style and the type of things that you're going for and all that. So yeah. Ansuwaipe oli. But yeah. Nanumi sucks. Do you want a really weird art question that I ask almost anyone? Yeah, sure. I can probably do the rapiers with dark red later, so they look a little bit more natural. What's your favorite topic to take inspiration of? Example, I take inspo from history, countries for world building and character designs. Some people take design inspo from places, plants. That is an interesting question. Huh. Where do I take inspo from? The topic, I guess? Okay, I have, I think, two answers. Usually for color palettes, I like galaxy theme. Like, I like to do everything sparkly and in blues, purples, dark, cold and dark tones. Is what I found that I usually gravitate towards, but it's not a conscious decision most of the time. It's just the color palette that I prefer, which is why my design is the way it is, really. Sorry, I was drinking water. That when it comes to color palettes is usually how I work. And I've been trying to deviate from that because I make everything blue and purple and black. But when it comes to themes, I guess, again, it's not very... I guess I never really thought about it, but a common thing, and maybe it is because I've been focusing on the lore aspect of my VTuber lately. But then again, I don't know. But at least when it comes to certain... I guess it's more like when it comes to topic, nostalgia and suffering. It's lately what I've found. I like making my character suffer, I don't know. And I like watching also my favorite characters suffer. But this is a thing that's been going on since I was like 12. And I've been thinking that it comes from some sort of repressed place, because I when I was 10, we once got asked to make like a story, and for some reason I just went full on the horror thing. I had never watched Friday the 13th, but for some reason I decided to, because the first thing we had to do was like a drawn cover, and what I did was that I drew a house, and inside the house was the guy from Friday the 13th with the mask and the chainsaw, and there was a head, a decapitated person on the floor and blood all over, in silly 10-year-old style, right? I didn't draw like I do now, but in silly 10-year-old style. And my mom was so concerned and was like, "You're absolutely not doing that. We're changing the story." And I'm like, "But why?" Because I wanted to make a horror story. But no, it ended up being about puppy superheroes or something, because that was the easiest thing to do after the sudden change in subject. I don't think even my teacher ever saw it, because my mom caught it, and she was like, "No." But I guess she wasn't concerned enough to like actually try to figure out where this was coming from. So after that, I never drew anything like that again. But when I started getting into art like a couple of years later, I started doing like these drawings of, I guess, not dead people, but you know, that scenes in that kind of simulated that. I don't know how to I guess life or death situations for my characters. So I don't know. And lately I've been getting back into that because of the whole lore thingy, but I don't know. As in something more normal, I think I've never really thought about where I get inspiration. So maybe I should actually, something I should think about. Because when I draw like just random things like characters, you know, in certain poses, it's more based on the vibes that I have of the character, or if I already had like a specific idea in mind, or if I saw like either a pose or a template somewhere and I was like, ooh, this would look cool on this character. That's when I decide to do those poses, but they tend to be either very simple poses or references to certain things that are like linked to those characters. or like events, or simply this character would look sexy like that. And that is my whole reasoning. I don't know. Same, I wrote an Arabic short story about the World War just based off of the fact that very young soldiers would call not so older says mom. My teacher saw it and she liked my writing. Ooh, that's cool. I make all my characters suffer. One of two of my OCs is based off of Italy, one's South and North Italy. They know nothing but suffering. To be honest, the way I think about characters is, would X do Y? Even the fan service I draw for them is in character. When I do characters, I don't think too much about shipping. Weirdly enough, because I'm all about shipping and like already existing media. But I think it's more like when it comes to the themes of my characters, it's more like either fantasy driven or action driven. Specifically spies, because when I was a kid I really liked spies. I still do, but you know, not as much as I did when I was a kid. But oh, this one is a little bit darker. But actually, let me look at the references on the server again. I forgot that I had some there. But it really depends. I guess because almost all my OCs are like connected in some way, like they're part of the same universe. They tend to be more based off of the same theme. But I have a couple. I guess my main theme is fantasy, and yeah, just fantasy really, and space. But that's because I like the color palette, and drama. Maybe there is something wrong. But other than that, I don't know. My characters just exist. That's good too. And my own fandom, trying for a service for them. Mine are too low. Yeah, that's okay to just like have characters that exist as well. Mine did just exist for a while, and then suddenly one day I did all this convoluted thing. But what was I gonna say? Like I forgot the words. I had words. But yeah, it really depends. I am also my own fandom most of the time. But yeah, I guess I never really thought to maybe it's because of the way I view fictional characters, or more like OCs. At least in my case, they usually are like an extension of yourself. So maybe that's why I don't really think about shipping, because it's not a relevant, like, romantic relationships are currently not really like, it's not really like a relevant topic in my life right now, or nor has it been for a very long time. So maybe that's why I don't really like see it or put that in there. But there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. It's just something that I just don't do because I guess I never thought about it. But I like doing drama. I love making stories, but I'm too lazy to actually write them. That's okay. Well, at least in my case, right? It took, like, if we're talking about like my OCs, or the main 3 OCs that I have, like their story, it's been in my head since, oh god, for like 12 years, and it is only now that I'm starting to like externalize it. But also, if you never do, that's okay too. They are your stories to tell or not tell, after all. Hey Maple, welcome back. I do ship them though. That's good. One of my characters is just a Dutch Waller who was dropped on his head as a kid and likes Rice Krispies. Why? I don't know. That still is pretty good. Like, it has a solid base. You know? Even if it doesn't have like a super extensive story and stuff, that's still a pretty good, like, grounded character, I think. So that's cool. Yeah. Also, thank you, Maple. I feel like lately I've been too slow with my rendering though, and I don't know why. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Where is the... Here it is. So maybe I should do just like the shadow thingy. Here. Here. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this shorter. There we go. That is what I was trying to go for. Silver Comet, welcome. We're doing well. I'm doing good. For the most part, I think everyone is doing okay here. How are you doing? Ooh, ad. Or night, depending on your time zone. For me, it's noon. Glad to hear it. Yeah, we're just talking about like OCs and characters. Autocorrect. Oh yes, autocorrect sucks. For the most part. Maybe if I do it, but like, no, not like this. A little bit like, yes, that works better. Same, good. I see, that's great. Yeah, do you have OCs? Do you make like super complicated lore about them? If so, or do they just exist? Eh. Can't do straight lines today. Or more like curve. It's always the curves. Are you drawing with your non-dominant hand? Yes. When it comes to the coloring, I'm trying to use my right one, like my dominant hand, just so it doesn't look terrible. But the whole line art is done with my non-dominant. So my left hand. I actually did make slur for one recently. Ooh, nice. Feel free to tell us if you're comfortable, and if not, that's okay. We just like chatting around. At this point, I'm never gonna do Charlie. I'm taking so long on this. Okay, and then where are the eyebrows? Here are the eyebrows. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna look goofy. Yeah, I've come to try it with my left hand as well, so definitely improve a bit. Yeah, yeah. I think that, you know, if I kept doing this, I would probably eventually do better. But I have so much work to do. I don't think I have the time to actually commit to that. Okay, I actually didn't finish rendering this, so I'm gonna use this. No, not this. Here. Then a little. I'm on the wrong layer again. Should. There we go. A little lighter here with some highlights. And I wanted to see if I could make this a little bit darker, or maybe with the aerosol I could do the corners like that, but I'm not sure if it would look good. I think that looks good. Okay. Ow. I bumped my hand. Oh yeah, I also made 3D models for my OC and my friend's OCs. Oh, that's really cool. I've been doing research on 3D art. I've also been wanting to get back to Blender, but I don't know. I'm scared. The last time I used it, it took like 10 hours. Well, granted, it was my old PC, but it took like 10 hours to render something very simple. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do this. Then again, that was an assignment for school back then, but you know. But I've been thinking about, you know, 3D models and all that, and I thought maybe I could try to make my own. I wouldn't be able to use the full thing because I don't have a body tracker or anything, nor the suit for it, but who knows, maybe one day. And then I like the process. Slow. So good. Hold on. I thought I would try drawing with my non-dominant hand until I'm satisfied with what I can do with my dominant hand. Fair. I guess for me, I don't know, I like knowing a little bit of everything at least. So it really depends, I guess. Like for example, I want to do another model, so I should probably get back into practicing my art for Live 2D, but then again, time. The hair is over here, so I should, yeah. Okay. the process. Yeah, the process is long, but in the end, it can be very rewarding. Yeah, depending on what you want as well. In a folder and then only do the shades. Expand. And then there we go. Where's the reference? Here. I feel like it looks more, a little bit more like this in a darker shade. So like, yeah, I think it looks good. And then I can just add there we go. And then here. Okay. I think that looks good for the glasses. I still have to do some lines for the hair, like these, and a little bit of more shading here. So let's go back to that, and then I'm gonna try to render the clothes, and then we'll do the rapier and the skin. Okay. I guess for this one I'll have to actually use a darker blue and put it over here. Yeah, like a little bit like that. And here. And then go back to this section just to add a little bit more curve here. Okay, so now to the coat. Or does it count as a blazer? I think it's more like a blazer. Too big. Here. And then here. I call it a blazer, it's not like super long. Yeah, that's what I was like. Maybe it's more like a blazer. It's a blizzard, just pass your waist. Was researching clothes myself. Oh my god. I feel like drawing in general is just hard because you think you have one thing down and then you're like, well, shoot, I don't know how to do this other thing, and then it gets more complicated and you're like, gosh darn it. Like, I think the only thing I've got down now are eyes for the most part and faces. Everything else I always struggle, even though I know I'm getting better at it. I always struggle when it's like when I'm in the starting process of like doing it. And sometimes I'm like, ugh, I hate drawing hands, and then I'm like, ugh, I hate anatomy, and then I'm like, ugh, I hate hair, and then I hate clothes and shoes. It's a whole thing. Here, hold on. I'm noticing a couple of gaps here. There we go. I'm always constantly learning, so that helps. Yeah, sometimes I have like periods of time where I'm not drawing, and that's when I get like debuffed the most, I guess. But I get drawing itself is just, you know, constant learning because everything is always changing. Sometimes there are techniques that are good for a lot of people but not for you, so you have to like either look out for more or invent your own. It's a whole thing. That's why I am also a firm believer that there is no bad art, because it is a different learning experience for everyone. So the only thing I don't like in art is when someone tries to give it like a super deep meaning when it's really not that deep. Like when it's obvious that it was not made with that intention. And they just want to be bougie. That is when I don't like it, and I'm like inclined to say this is not art, but outside of that, you know, I think everyone can do whatever they want. You can't hate clothes though. Like, I hate drawing them, but I like how good they look. Does that make sense? Everything you just mentioned or stuff I have in my save file for info. I have so many references that I sometimes haven't even used, and then I'm looking them up in the internet again. But I have so many references because I keep forgetting how to do stuff. Everyone has a different way of learning. However, explaining something doesn't work. Get to the point and show it. Otherwise, I tune it out. Sometimes intentionally. She hates wearing clothes. Boo her. I don't hate wearing clothes. Most clothed person you will ever see, because I don't like showing a lot of skin. So, but drawing, it's like, especially more like for it to look natural. You know you have to do certain like wrinkles and stuff in the clothes based on the pose and all of that. That is often what I struggle with the most. And so sometimes I'm like, ugh, man. She's saved everyone. Yeah, like, I'm not like your other streamers that stream in their underwear because you can't see their pants. I am very much dressed as if I would go out today, even though I have nowhere to go today. I'm just gonna stay in my house. actually don't like wearing shorts. Now that I think about it, like random thoughts with Leo. I don't like wearing shorts. I only wear them if I'm inside the house and it's really, really hot, or for sleeping when it's like summer, spring, summer, like right now. But just for sleeping, I don't go outside in shorts. I just don't like. Nah, they're uncomfortable for me. It's not that I don't like how they look, it's just that they're uncomfortable for me. Don't make it easier for the mosquitoes. Agreed, I've come to get weaker to this crazy weather. Same. I used to be more resilient to it and just like suck it up, and nowadays I just can't. Inside and when I sleep. Exactly. Even then, sometimes inside I don't wear them because I don't feel very comfortable, especially in this chair because it's like a leather-like material, and so if you start sweating on this chair, your skin will stick to the fabric, and when you stand up, it freaking hurts. Because it's like you're peeling your skin away. I heat up quickly and I hate sweating. It's weird because I'm so skinny. So I usually wear shorts during the summer. Yeah, like I understand the purpose that it's supposed to make you like less hot. You know, like there's more... I guess space for the air to flow and keep you refreshed, but I just don't like shorts. Yeah, I can heat up other factors, make me stay inside after 3 hours to cool off. Yeah, I hate when my skin gets stuck to chairs and stuff. It hurts. Exactly. So that's why when I'm on this chair, which is almost every day, I don't wear I try not to wear shorts at least because it's not great. Oh, there are little marks here. I did not notice that in the beginning. They're like little keys. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I was looking at the reference on the server. Just want that little color. And then bum, bum, bum. They look like little, almost like little T's, but at the same time they're like more round on the edges. So it'd be something like this. This is the friendly reminder of the day that if you haven't joined the Discord server, you should totally do it. There we go. We're pretty chill over there. That works-ish. think that looks good. Now I'm missing the rapiers and the necktie. Wait, where am I? Oh, sorry. Gotta pee. Okay. Validate. Okay. I guess it's because of the size that it looks like a little more like a T-ish. But still, it helps to know what they actually are. Okay, so here. Okay, that one is colored. Okay, now the rapier. We're almost done with Percy. Okay, rapier. Oh, Dogo woke up. He's probably gonna start begging to be let outside. This is the airbrush new. Okay. Here. Nope. Okay, it's blue and then. Whoops, I didn't give it enough lines. Huh. Woke up to see greatness. That's a lot of pixels. Yeah. Let me go open the door for Dogo. He's old, so he likes taking some baths now. Well, he's always liked them, but he takes them more now. And since, like, there's a good spot for the light of the sun to come in at the stairs, he likes just laying there. Sometimes you have to, like, jump around him because he's so fast asleep, he doesn't even notice you. And my stairs are not that big, so it's a little bit of a challenge. Actually, I think I know how I can make this work. Hold up a sec. Well, first of all, I'd rather do it like this. I think I have this at like 350 DPI. Which is my standard, but I think the normal amount is supposed to be like 300. Okay, so wait. Here in this little section. Oop. There we go. And then the rapier is supposed to be the same color but with the red lines. And then this one is grayish. It's not grayish, it's gray. I don't know why I said the ish. There. Okay, so we can, with the airbrush, add, wait, I have the blue one. I don't want the blue one, I want the green one. Okay. We can add like a little bit here and here. Slightly here. And then with the smaller one, we do this. And here. And here. Here. And here. Okay. Now, where is the blue one? Here. We add the darker tone here. And then, oh, wrong color. And here, this. There we go. I think that's okay-ish. Yeah, okay. And then the white one is supposed to be like, okay. Hold on, I think it's this one. What? No, I don't know what I did. This is the rapiers, and this is, okay, okay. Good. And yeah. Okay, now for the line, where is the rapier? Here. I need to do like just the underside, or at least for the most part, like here. Okay, and then we add the little red lines with my pencil. Okay. I almost did them. Okay, I know what they are now. Okay. I almost did them like line for candy, like you know. So they're more like this. Oh god, I've been here almost an hour and a half. Dang it. Alright, and the base, the handle. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. First is worth another and a half, don't worry. I hope you get to the other one. I will, like, I will be able to get to it, but that one probably won't take as long because it's way more simple. Also, these are blue, I should change them. I'll do it in a sec. So that's no problem. It's just that I was hoping maybe to do an extra one, but probably not. Although to be fair, getting 2 done will be already an improvement since last time I only did 1, technically, and 2 line arts, but But truly I only rendered 1. Maybe next time I either take like a limited amount or I just do line art. But these are learning experiences after all. It's my first time doing this type of thing. Oh yeah, so I was asking earlier, like, what other types of streams outside of gaming? Because for now, I know we're gonna do Wendy. Although if you have also game suggestions that I might be able to, you know, play, I will consider it. Mainly because right now I'm saving so I can buy Delta when it comes out, and we can play it when it releases. But or maybe bring back old series. I was asking about that kind of stuff. Like, there's this one game that I bought in February that I haven't played, that it's After Love EP, because it gave me sort of like a space for the Unbound vibes. So I want to get to that, but I don't know if I should play it yet or what. Or if you guys want to see maybe more art streams, yeah, all that. Have I played Subnautica? No. I have Windows. I want to see. Not yet, Maple. Be patient. Alrighty. I think this was supposed to be part of the rapier, but maybe it would look better like this. Let's see. Where is your pencil? Pencil. And dark gray. There you go. I'd make it silver personally, but let's see. Oh yeah, I like that better. And then just with the pencil, I'm gonna do a little bit of lines there to give it more. Hold on. Oh. That'd be good for art streams. Okay, art streams. I can try to make them more often. It's just that oftentimes I don't know what to do, like live, other than work on my projects. But there are things that I don't want you to see yet, or there are things that I'm like a little self-conscious about. But I have a bunch of sketches on my notebook, on my drawing notebook, that maybe we could try doing live on stream in the following weeks. So maybe I can incorporate that. I'd be down. I have Windows. What program do I use? I use Medibank Paint. I've been trying to get into Krita, but I don't understand that software. It's very different from this one, so it's kind of like odd to me. I tried it the other day for line art and I just could not figure out how to get lines to be smoother, because they would like for as an example, I'm not gonna do this on Percy, but like instead of like drawing like this, if I put like even the slightest pressure on the pen, it would do like this weird cracky line with the pencil, and I did not like that, and I don't know how to change it. Simply sketching ideas will be fine. That too. Personally, I think you should do Charlie next. I'm not so what's the word for that? A not so biased idea from Maple. Do you use a drawing tablet? Yes. I have a Wacom 1. It's like the very basic drawing tablet. And hold on, I'm scratching my eye. Okay. My eye got itchy and I was scratching it. I think Percy looks good, right? I think I'm done. I ask Chicken Sky, is the lovely Percy okay? Maybe I should add a little bit more shade here, but hold on, where's the hair again? Lovely Percy. But yeah, I've been trying to use Krita because I know it's good for like everything, even animation and stuff. And also they started doing a lot of brushes for Medibank are now like paid to use, which I'm not a huge fan of because I had some really good pencils that now are gone because I can't pay for the thing. But I don't know, I tried it the other day, and I know it's something that I would have to dedicate time to, but that's one of the problems. But also it's just very different, so I don't know if I want to try using Krita, at least for coloring, because I don't know, it kind of, for me, Krita looks like a combination of you know, your normal drawing software and Adobe because of the tools that I saw it has. I use Procreate and my finger. Impressive. Because Procreate is for iPad, I don't really, you know, use it. I don't have it, but yeah. Even when drawing with offhand, I'm glad you like her. Bias? No, terrible accusations. I would never. Yeah, Maple. Whatever you say. Okay, so let me just. Okay, this is her, and I can hide away the reference now. Well, I'm just gonna use. I'm gonna do like a very basic background because I can't draw the leaves right now, but maybe later in the future. Maybe one day I'll try to actually do your profile pictures justice. Hold on, let me actually. Ooh, I like this angle better. Or maybe a darker green. Ooh. Actually, I may have some brushes that will help do this. Where are the no hard jewel star Halloween wardrobes? Do I no longer have leaf brushes? Is the question. Where are my flower? Okay, I can maybe then do it with these. these are petals. More petals. Nope. Okay. Huh. So maybe I can do them with these. I just got an Apple pencil. Ooh, nice. I'll draw your OCs too if I wasn't like stressed. Alright. Oh yeah, you asked about my OC concept before. Oh yeah, if you're comfortable sharing it, we'd love to hear it. I'm pretty sure I used to have pencils with these type of leaves, but I can't find them. Oh, actually, I have one here. Let me see. Well, these are not the type of leaves I was thinking of. Leaf. Because this is leaf 2. So there has to be a leaf 1. Hold on. Leaf 1. Or just leaf instead of 1. Oh. They are premium now. Darn it. And I have ones here that would be perfect, but they're premium now. That's why I kind of hate that. This software is all premium now, but well, I think it would be just a one buy thing, but even then it's a little bit on the expensive side for me. Basically, it had to do with a nomadic hunter. It began hunting from a young age. He was given a trial to hunt a creature for his final test, a flaming bird. Ooh! Ooh, I like that. Okay, so maybe I'll do them like this color so it stands out more in the greens. Ooh, that is a gigantic petal. Hold on, you can barely see it. Actually, ooh, I like this. It's either this or something darker. And then underside, we can do darker ones. Maybe if I make them lighter. A little bit like that. Or if I change the petal, maybe 200. Well, these look more like spots, so I don't quite like that. I don't know, what do we think? With its feathers, it was said to withstand the heat of lava. He took many years studying it. When he slayed it, took its pelt as well as made a mask to symbolize his victory. Ooh. Yes, the feathers on its body could create combustion with the flame. Ooh, that is a really interesting concept. I don't know Charlie's story, I just love him. Charlie's helping me with the plot of my story. With his victory shown to his people, he set out into the world that he lacked much knowledge on. Sure, there will come others, but the conversations wouldn't be long. That is really a really cool back. Ooh. I love character and world building. I really like that. Is anything you do a background? It's just that it looked too empty, so I thought about that. Like I'm not making it as detailed as the original one, but kinda wanna add a little bit of, not this color, wrong color, like a darker green so Percy stands out a little bit more. But actually, just around her area, like this. There we go. Okay, now the only thing missing is my signature. Where is my... What is my pencil doing in my eraser file? Anyway, here. Click 5. Actually, no, in this case... Sorry, got hiccups. I think it would look better in a lighter color. Or no. No. And I'm gonna put it here. There we go. Alrighty. Percy. Percy's done. Alright, so here. The next one was this one. I haven't seen the person around, but it looks so goofy with the line here because my left hand. But this one should be simpler. Okay. I'll read chat in a sec. Yellow. It was so yellow. Got the stars. Look how they shine for you. Everything you do wrong too. And it was so yellow. No. Yes. Belt is something I'm giving a special grade. It being simply red is not what I want. I want to make it white upon activation. It glows. Ooh! Sadly, I cannot tell you about my OCs because they're all related to my lore. Well, other than Leo in and of itself is kind of an OC. And I say kind of because there are two Leos. The IRL Leo, which is me, and the lore Leo, which is very different. Technically you guys already know one of my OCs, like as in at the very least should know her name, but because I've been very cryptic about it, maybe you guys haven't figured it out yet. I don't know. But one of them you guys are kind of aware it exists within the lore, and based on the picture I put on the server, maybe another 2, but I don't know. That is for you to figure out, I guess. But I like a lot how detailed your OCs are. Silver. Another OC I had was able to ride on thunder clouds. My god. I think I only have one OC that is like a goddess kind of thing. I think I've showed it in the server, but I like, for example, Mallory and Wartrust are OCs that just exist. They don't really have any purpose or deep story behind them. Maybe I could develop them some, but they're just there for vibes. Like they really don't figure anything in the lore, really. Everyone to traverse turbulent weather without traveling. This is gonna be quick. Many ideas, indeed. Hello, Confused! I will hopefully, maybe, who knows, draw Charlie. Maybe. Ooh, there's something here that... Huh. It's like a little line that didn't let me draw properly there. What is this? I'll figure it out in a moment. I'm not mad, but I can solve. Well, it's not so much solve, it's more like for you guys to have it like more present in you guys, or at least have an idea of what I'm trying to tell. Originally, it was not even, I wasn't gonna do anything with it, I was just gonna be vague in covers. But that's why I don't elaborate anymore really on it, because I have a specific idea that I want to do with my lore that I can't talk about, so that's why. That's why it's like, I leave it open for you guys to figure out, but in reality, like, even if you don't, eventually you will find out, I guess. But it's more fun when you guys interact with it. So yeah. As for the nomadic hunter, they do live a life of solitude, but enjoy the company of a few. I have written down a lot of facts you have told us about the lore. The connections are in my head, but not on paper yet. My guilty pleasure are shy twink boys. Your Sona design is why I started watching your channel, cause suits. Nice. It worked. Okay. Confused probably already noticed, or maybe not. I wouldn't put it past him, being honest. But there's a little something that is important about my design. Well, 2 things, actually. Where am I? Here I am. They're very small here. Ooh, ignore that watermark. From the Beast Studio. You see these 3 buttons? Like on the vest. Scott Cotton. Anyway. Vampire reasons? Well, more because I like suits, but it can also be attached to vampire reasons. Fangs. Very small fangs. I should really rework these. Anyway. Also, I don't know why I made it so that whenever I open my mouth like this, there's blush. I don't like that. I don't know why I did that. But eclipses? Sort of, yeah, kind of. There's a little bit more there, but it's very like, not, I can't make it bigger right now, but kind of. Let me make myself smaller again. I'm not gay. Gosh darn it. Oh, well, is it the buttons and this little thing? Oh, hold on. Whoop. You know, those little things that dangle over there. These. That you rarely get to see because you only see like from my torso up. Or chest up, I guess. Maple, why do you think I said that? Like, well, damn. When you said that you had a straight OC and you hated them. Hold on. Where am I? I need to be smaller again. Whee! There we go. Was I this size? I don't remember. Demi vampire with an alternate dimension where she's crown princess, but she also has a human sister, and now she's here because magic or something. Interesting. I will tell you. Most ideas are right. But I don't have any siblings. So I don't know what they're talking about. So that is sort of what is going on. Confirm. You're turning into Connor. Leon not being gay is very important to the Lord, yes. In a way, I guess. Astronomy. You know who else likes astronomy? Charlie does. Well, it does have to do a little bit with astronomy, but it's beyond liking it. I'll just say that. But anyway, those are the two key factors of my design for my lord. I'm just repeating Connor's words so it feels like he's in the comments with us. My son is gonna have a space theme too. What a coincidence. Nice! I don't hate him for being straight. I hate him because I was drawing him in class and I scratched him out and didn't realize it was loud and someone told me to shut up. Muscle man from regular show there. To hate on the denial? Listen. It is not denial. It was trauma. Dang. Anyway, the point is, where are you, Riz? Who said, not for you, child. Anyway, the point is, that Confuse is partially correct in some aspects. I will say that. Yeah, I'll just say that. So, if you guys are interested in at the very least getting some idea, I have actually a playlist where I have covers where I hint at things. The first few ones were only, I will say this, because I know that this confused poor Tyler and confused for a very long time. A couple of the first ones, like, I think I took away Queen from that playlist because that was like very early inception of the idea, so it's not very clear. But there are a couple of the first ones is just to give you an idea or to make you aware that there's something more. Okay? Me being very vague about it, but that there's something more. But lyrics and visuals really are not outside of like very obviously denoting that there's something more, they don't really matter. There are a couple of covers that are more obvious, that are more recent. It wasn't worth it, never again. The funny thing is, Percy probably leans towards women because she's currently in a straight shape with another person's OC, and it's my favorite OC shape ever. That's valid. It confused, yes. It made him more confused. I know there's more, but 1, I just got home and my mind is in scrambles. And 3, okay, 3, from 1 to 3. I don't have enough space in the comments to fully write it down. Do you not? This is what I get for hating musicals. Yes. Well, I think actually, hold on, let me check the playlist. Because I actually made it so Tyler and Confused could like try to decipher it because they showed interest and then they didn't do that. For the most part. Also, I had to take away other covers as well because originally the story was different. And it was back in the era where I was just gonna leave it as something vague. But yeah. So, where is it? Yeah, there are actually no songs from musicals in this. They are mostly anime/Japanese songs, some Vocaloid here and there. Oop, hold on. I know, Confused, I'm just messing with you. I know why you haven't. My Clematis. Wait. Is my Clematis there? No, my Clematis is not there because I used the original video for that one. There are 2 Alien Stage covers there, though. Technically, Sweet Dream could also count, but again, that is just a very vague concept as well that appears for like 2 seconds there. Although to be fair, Do As I Say is the same thing, but a little bit more obvious, I guess. I would say the first 1, 2, 3. Well, the first cover, vibes only, and planting an idea. Then the following 2 are old lore that is no longer relevant, but have the same base idea as to what I was trying to tell, I guess, and what I'm trying to convey now. Then the following one as well is like very just idea planting. Ikanaide is also just planting. Well, that one is a little bit more obvious, I think. I hit more stuff there. Monster is also just like vague idea. Then we get to Idol. Bye, chicken. Thank you for stopping by. Then we get to Idol. Yes, Idol is there. Because that was the cover that switched everything. When I did Idol, I did not know what the story of Oshinoko was, so I didn't do it based on that. I did it entirely based on the MV, the original MV, and my idea. But then things switched a little bit from that concept, and that was Mephisto. Mephisto doesn't have visually many hints at anything, but that was the first cover where lyrics were important. Because it was actually through the translation of those lyrics that I realized what I wanted to do. And then after that, another 2 covers that are just like vibes, but again, you know, concept introduction, just me hammering in a certain idea. Everything Goes On is very simple, but also has more lore implications. Lyric wise, semi-important. Do As I Say is purely visual, what I was trying to convey. Then there are my lore videos, like my actual lore videos. The road no taken was the first very obvious that I just put out there, in every sense of the way. The road no taken was just obvious in every sense of the way. Song, illustration, lyrics, everything. Funnily enough, is the simplest looking one, I think. Then what's going, gone. More obvious. Donut hole. I cannot make it more obvious. The line is introducing it's hammering in once again a certain idea. Last Cup of Coffee I included because it only has like a certain frames here and there, but I might actually remove that one. I'm not very happy with that video. Like, the cover is fine. The MV is the one I'm not too happy with, so I might redo it. I don't know. And then All In also has certain things, and Vich is the latest one, where I put stuff in the middle. Or at the end. No, at the end. Because I also used the original video. But I did art that relates to themes. Haha, themes. But yeah. Baiting. Hold on. I haven't even finished this one. I got sidetracked by the lore. Anyway, she's the master liar. Anyway. Then Showtime got taken out. Yeah, because that one is also same as the Canario ones that are just introducing certain, like, it's hammering in a certain idea, and at that point I thought these are the ones that are like, you know, making it obvious, I guess. So I felt like it was just very repetitive in that sense. Like, it's just hammering in that same concept that the Canario ones do. The Do As I Say one, well, the Do As I Say has a little bit more to it, but you know, I'll have to re-listen to this and write this stuff down later then. Yeah, so far I think there are only 3 or 4 covers where lyrics are important, but the one that is definitely important, like lyric-wise and nothing else, is, or, well, not nothing else, but you know, is, Mephisto. And probably The Road Not Taken. I don't know. Does anyone listen to Memento Mori? Memento Mori is an artist? I thought we were talking about another thing when we mentioned Memento Mori. Wait, I think I know who you're talking about. Or not, actually. No, this is different than what I thought. Not really, I have not. They really knew they existed. But the art in their videos looks cool. You've got an idol stuck in my head. You're welcome. Now watch my MV. I've also been trying to make more lore videos, but time. And I tend to save them for like special occasions, like birthdays or anniversaries and stuff, but because I was away for my channel anniversary, I didn't have the time to actually work on anything really outside of last cup of coffee. So that's why I've been giving you guys art in the server that I should probably post here as well. Here. And where is the underside of this thing? Ah, okay. Well, I can cut it like from here to here, and then just do this awkward line. And then, okay, there we go. And now I just erase this section. I actually feel like just blending this a bit so it looks more natural. So I'm gonna erase this little section. And then just, where are the colors for this? And then just expand some more, fill it in. Oop. Wait, what? Okay. I'll maybe start sketching Charlie, but I don't think I'll be able to finish him, sadly. Oh, actually, I could have just done this, huh? Well, anyway, the point is that it looks awful like that. Maybe the one, actually. Also, it's starting to get really hot in here for some darn reason. Or what I can do is, when it wasn't filled, just put it up here. And then what I can do is put all of this in orange. And then blend. Actually, more stuff one. Oop. One here, orange, okay, and then I'll just do a little something over here. Where is the pencil? Here. Okay. Actually, I don't like that. Where's the smaller? I'll reach out in a sec. Hold on. I'm just trying to finish this thingy real quick. There we go. Ow. Anyway, Would you have a specific song in mind since there are a lot of artists with that name? Some characters such as Show You Ray. Oh, Show You Ray. Very gay. Summer Realize. Oh No by Marina for Charlie. Hey, that's my song. I'm kidding. But I really like that song. He's perfect and I love him. I'm heading out now. Take care. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Silver. Sorry for only seeing it now. Who are we drawing right now? I do not recognize this PFP. It was someone who stopped by randomly last time, and I don't remember their name, unfortunately. But it's just gonna be out there in case they want it. You know? Because I started it when they were around, so I think. So this one's done, yay! I'm just gonna add my signature again. This one with white. Here. No, this is too thick. Okay, there we go. This one was like has like a transparent background, so I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna put it on like a white background, and that's it. So yay! Let me see if the reference says who was it for, but I actually don't see the picture anymore here. Where do I have it? No, it doesn't say. Okay. I'll just have to look back on the bottom and catch their name again. Okay, where are references of Charlie? Because I don't see... Okay, here's the pixel art. Proves that it's not... I just saw your message, confused. Oh my god. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you, Leon is not part of the lore. He's dead. Yeah, Queen is not relevant anymore. I do not remember what this is. Breaking. I don't know what Untitled Canvas is, but the room. What the fuck is going on? Oh my gosh. Hey, Quickard! Hi! Hold on, I'll catch up with chat in a sec. I was looking for references for Charlie, and then I just stumbled upon this. Help, MP3. Anyway, silver left, and then what were we drawing? The sketch is all I need. What about that blur effect? I guess that wouldn't be like the original. Is this all still done with left hand too? The coloring is done with my right, but the line art, it is with my left. I have so many questions. At the basement. Quick question, how many languages do I speak? I speak fluently 2. English and Spanish. But okay, on my trip to Japan, I found out that I can speak very broken Japanese, but I can sort of make myself understood. With some English mixed in there. And I've been studying, I know there's a specific name for this language in English, but... Okay, yeah. I've been learning Bahasa Indonesia, but I know very very little. I'm not like on speaking terms yet. I'm still trying to like learn vocabulary and stuff. And Italian, but that one because it's closer to Spanish, so some words I kind of like understand just through association. But I want to get also like a full vocabulary so I can like start learning how to speak and read. But I do know, like, I don't know how to speak necessarily, but I also know how to sing in other languages because I was taught pronunciation for certain like for example Italian. The way I was taught to sing, it was through a semi-classical method that is Italian, and so most of the songs are in Italian, so I had to learn to sing in Italian. Even though I don't know like certain words and stuff, I can pronounce it. I learned how to pronounce the words for the cover of Le Baguette back when I did that, but I don't know French. I might just recognize a couple of words here and there. I know how to sing in Japanese because that's how I learned to do that by myself. When I started doing anime covers, I decided that I wanted to do them in the original language, and so I started learning how to pronounce. And like okay, your child, here it is. Okay, it reconnected. I don't know what happened there for like 2 seconds. Okay. Anyway, and German, I only did like a speech of sorts once in a cover, and as well I had to learn how to pronounce, but I don't know German. I tried learning it once, but even though they say it's easier for English speakers, there were certain things that I was like a little bit not too sure about. I just know how that certain like vowels are pronounced differently. Consonants are pronounced differently, like W is V and all that, but I don't really know much of the language or how to speak it or anything really. But yeah, that's their answer to your question of how many languages. I was shocked when Tyler said you can speak Spanish, and I was devastated. Well, Maple, Spanish is my first language. Spanish is actually my first language. One moment, and okay, yeah, I saw them. Some of these are not relevant anymore since you purchased a playlist after that, and the Leon file is just filled with stuff he told us. It ends with his murder. I know where you're right now. Okay, I know how to sing in Japanese. No, it glitched for a second because OBS disconnected. German is like on par with Dutch, and I can't speak it all either, and I've had it in school for multiple years. No, it was nothing with the music, it was just that OBS disconnected for a little bit. I had my Spanish exam, I wish you were there to help. Probably failed. You can ask me if you want, like, I'm not very good at explaining grammar stuff. That one would be Hannah, but Hannah's rarely around here these days. We do talk, she's out there. I just like haven't really, she hasn't been around here presently lately, like she just lurks, but I could try my best. Okay, Charlie. Okay. Ooh. real quick sketch and then maybe I'll finish him in another art stream. Since you guys want me to do these more often. Okay. Transform. There we go. Okay, left hand. God, left hand. I haven't done this since last week. Okay. His chin is more round. Oh God. Not that round, but you know. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna do a little. Oh God. Has to be smaller than that. Nope. I don't know what I did there. Hold on. Oh God, what is this? So thick. Okay. That is as best as it's gonna get. And then here. And then okay. Oh God. Okay. There we go. Neck. Actually, I think I've lowered him too much. Let me just put this in a folder and then up. There we go. Pencil. Don't fail in German. I always draw Charlie's hair in one line on the outside, not his bangs. Alright. Okay, nope. Okay. Boy with long neck. I'll probably fix his chin later. Oh God. Or try to at least. Okay. And then yeah, that's how his shoulders are gonna work. Oh God. There we go. Okay, I have bangs. Okay. Decent. Well, hold on. Okay. And then... Okay, decent. Ugh. No. Hold on. He'll have to work like that. Well, at least his weird face will be covered a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, and then... No. I think that kind of works. Okay. Hearts a woman? Oh yeah. Percival. I'll try it on the server later. Well, you've seen her. It's Chicken's OC. Oh god, his eyes are so narrow. Like the outline. Oh god. Okay, like this, and a little bit like this, maybe, and then the eyes don't look that bad. Ish. I'm gonna raise the chin, I don't like it. Chin. There we go. Still crooked, but that's more like it. Alright, that's a sketch of Charlie. The neck is throwing me off. I know, it's so long. First of all, I always mess up the gender level the design is working. Okay, this is the hair, this is the head. I think I can get rid of this now. And then... Oh no, I put the chin where the hair is. Hold on. Okay, let me hide Charlie, original Charlie for a little bit. I'm gonna... Nope, I'm gonna erase this. There we go. Maybe if I add a little bit of curve here, yeah, it'll look more like it's the hair that's there. And then we erase this section of the hair and this section of the face. And where are the bangs? I can maybe try to make the neck shorter, but I think I drew the unless my friends asked me to draw Charlie in a maid dress, he would. Big Charlie sketch. One day I'll draw him properly, I promise. Today he is Charlie long neck. Okay, where's the neck? Here. There we go. The line of the shirt should not go to this side. There we go. Okay. And then I think only the hair is left as to things to erase, like here. But other than that, pretty decent. Okay. Section I will correct the neckline in a bit. Skin tone. Long neck tone. My god, the neck. He's so concerned. Oh wait, I forgot the sweat bead. Hold on. Where's my pen? Here. There we go. That one looked really good. What? That one turned out really good. Dang it. Charlie made. I made a sketch for a pose, but never did a maid dress because I don't memorize what maid dresses look like. Long neck tone, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what references are for. Like, you don't necessarily have to memorize it. You can just like try to work the anatomy from it while looking at it, or even like on top of it. You know, do your boxes and circles on top of it to figure it out, and then modify it in the way you want to do it. Actually, it is very common to use different like poses for reference to just create one. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the line is there, and I can just. There we go. He looks so concerned. I'm so sorry for him. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I was gonna say, I'm kind of tempted to draw Charlie in the maid dress now. Like, not for this, but as a side thing. He looks kind of scared. He should be. The busy anatomy of my drawing, jeez. I did the basic shapes on the layer and recreated. Yeah. background, but I kind of want to do one that is very similar to the color of his eyes. Ooh, I kind of like that. Maybe a little bit brighter. Or very next to normal vibes. Gonna keep this one for now. We'll see how I like it later. All Charlie sketches are welcome. Alright. I'll attempt it on my spare time. Also, there's a new... I don't know how to pronounce her name, but remember Confuse the artist I shared on the server? Wait. Where do I have the color of the eyes? Here, on top of the skin. That does like these bard like sounding songs, very folkloric, very folklore. Yeglor? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but they're Icelandic. He was feeling the calling up for twinks in dresses. Hey, the entire internet knows it should be that way. Leave me alone. But you know what's really also like, big strong man in dresses? It's a whole other level of maid dresses. It was maid day recently, sorry. Oftentimes I hold myself back on those regards, but I don't know. Yeglor, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it, but them. But they're releasing a new song at the end of the month on the 20-something. I saw it like a week ago or something, and I'm very excited. I really want to listen to it. Like they released a little like sort of trailer where the characters are talking, because I think 2 of the 4 characters they created for this are a couple or in a relationship, or at least they like each other. And I just remember them because they do all the voices, which is impressive. One of them being like something honeysuckle, but with their accent, right, that I find very charming, and I'm like, so sweet. Honeysuckle. I've drawn him a Miku cosplay before, but I think I deleted it for Charlie. Harpy hair people, yes. I may or may not have a harpy hair cover in the works. Yeah, new song. Happy squeals. Also, very recently dawned on me that I'm going to Ado's concert on August. And I suddenly got extremely excited, and I felt like I was gonna die. And I'm going with Ibra. And I don't know which songs, because she seems to be switching her song list from city to city, from what I've gathered, but I have no idea what she would play here. Yeah, Ado. That is coming up. Yeah, like it did it like I had to keep reminding myself, because I kept forgetting at the end and beginning of the year, but I think that was mainly because I was more busy with the whole Japan trip than anything. And so I was like not very I was very stressed out, so that probably didn't help. But I even managed to see like a poster where they announced she was gonna be at the what's the name of that Osaka Expo that they did in April, and that was that. And I took a picture of that, and then it wasn't until I think it was when the tour started at the end of April that I was suddenly like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna see her live. And turns out that two of the VTubers that I watched from that from Holostars went to see her in the Philippines. I think it was when was it? Wah! My phone died. Hold on. There we go. It was in the Philippines. I do remember that. Tour countries. I believe it was Taipei. Yeah. Anyway, they went to see her and they were really excited about it. And they said it was really cool, and I was like, oh my god. I do see you. Sakiagi to Toyoshiko was going to Anime Expo. Huh. Your birthday's in August? Yeah, I remember. I think it's on the 4th. Right? Or 3rd. I remember it's very close to mine. Which reminds me, there's a happy birthday reference in the VTuber lore channel that I didn't see in your notes. Confused. First. Oh, so it is the day before. Okay. Just like I remember there was someone who was on the 1st, but I don't remember if it's you or if it was someone else, because there are many people here whose birthdays are on August. I remember there was like 3 August birthdays or something, including mine. So August 1st. So yours is the day before mine. Yeah. But I'm going to the concert on August 9th or 8th? No, 8th. Good. America. Yeah, August 8th. So like a week after. You better show me the drawing. Charlie on a mess, on a trade, on a, I can't speak. Made dress, let's go. But yeah, I'm going on the 8th of August. It's just that I have the dates a little bit confused because I remember there's one of my friends is having his second graduation on August the 9th. So I was looking into if I could just like go to the concert and then come back the next day so I can be at his graduation party, but I don't know yet. I just checked, I have over 300 megabytes for the pictures from the Discord. Most of it is probably Connor, but I know there is a lot of lore in there as well. You can just check the channel, you know? There's not that many messages in the VTuber lore channel. Oh my god. Hold up, where is the reference? I don't see it. There is. Okay, also this one is not properly colored here. There we go. And darker. Actually, it should be like on top, I think. Just a little bit. And then the lighter one is at the bottom. I love drawing eyes and coloring them. I don't know why. But I've always liked it a lot. This one should go down here. There we go. And then honeysuckle. Coloring here. Oh. There we go. Skin. Here. No, that's too much for my liking. Here. And here. I'm gonna add a little bit here. And here. And here. I'm taking so many creative liberties with him. I'm sorry. Where are the eyes again? Here. Okay, I just want to erase a little extra from up and down here. And then where are the whites? The sclera. Here. Just or not here. Where? Huh? Oh, it's just not colored that area. Okay. There we go. You did a lot of it, okay? That was a long time ago, and that was when the lore changed, remember? God. You have even more stuff in there now. Any Charlie is perfect. Okay. Hopefully I can make it in time. I hope so. But there's also another event that I would really like to go to, but then again, if I want to make it to the graduation, I would probably not be able to attend. And I don't know what to do yet. Like, his graduation is more important because he's studying medicine, so that is like a huge achievement that you get to, like, he's not finished just yet, but they do like a first graduation when they finish like the teaching program, and then when they finish their kind of like their service, as in their practices that they do before they decide if they want to specialize or not on something. they celebrate a second graduation for that, and that's the one that it's being celebrated, and I should really probably go to, but it's complicated. Where the heck do I have the white of the shirt? What is this? This has nothing. Interesting. Ah, it's in here. Okay. This one is black, so no shade. And ooh. Okay. Well, I think that was quicker than I thought I was gonna take me. What do you think, Maple? Oh yeah, medicine takes ages. He'll be 40 before he's done studying. That depends on whether he wants to be like a general medicine doctor or if he actually wants to specialize in something, but I don't know. He was still trying to decide on that. Yeah, I still have some time, but alas, he's so pretty. Adorable. Okay, then I guess I'll just add the signature. Now, where is the purple? Purple. Sparkle. Have you guys watched Barbie movies? Genuine question. Since you guys are younger. Oh god. I still can't get over the fact that Tyler was like, oh yeah, I was in elementary when Doki Doki. And I was like, what? What do you mean? Also, what were you doing watching, like, consuming Doki Doki content in elementary? Giraffe boy. Masterpieces, like maybe once with my little sister. I doubt it, honestly. I was too Maple. Don't say anything about that, please. Oh boy. Hold on. Where is? I wanted to do something for the background, but I can't find my pattern pencil. Here it is. Okay. Can't do it in white. Hold on. Oh, I missed the spot. There we go. And transparent-ish. There we go. I like that. Also, the signature would probably be better to move it to probably here. No. Here. Oh, here. Nice. Maple played the DLC when she was 2. I don't think that affected Tyler for the better. It didn't affect any of us for the better. Honestly. Hello, Theo. Hi. We just finished what I think it's our last PFP, but we're also just chilling. How? How what? I don't know how he turned out so decent. How's the stream going? Good. It was actually fairly productive. I never played it. I am saved. I don't think you are. But didn't Con make you play it, or did you show it to a friend and then that friend hated you? Well, not it didn't hate you, but they didn't hate you, but you know. This is why you don't do like you don't know Doki Doki when you're in elementary, because then you have nightmares. I was in high school. When was Doki Doki released? Hold on. DLC release date. Oh my god. 2017. I was literally in the middle of high school. Like I was midway through high school when this released. Or not. Yeah. I was already on my second year, which for me was my last year, the beginning of my last year, because I studied at the 2-year high school. God. And you know why? Like, I knew about it because of MatPat, because he and Stephanie played it on GT Live. And I would put their streams on late at night because their screams would wake me up because I was basically doing homework. I just woke up lol, so I missed most of it. Don't worry, don't worry. Traumatizes me. Oh my god, Maple. I took emotional damage. I still find it insane you did high school in 2 years. Well, that meant that like school days were from Monday to Saturday. It is like an accelerated course, but it's very much a thing here. Like it is a valid system, I guess. Like it is legal, and it's a public. It was a public high school, so it is like approved and everything. But yeah, that meant that I had to go from Monday to Saturday, and Sundays were technically my only day off, but I would still be doing homework. We talked about this a little bit before, but I back then what my Saturdays looked like basically were that we like the day on Saturday was shorter, but we still had to go to school on Saturdays. Tyler says hi from beyond the boundary of locked phones and passwords. Hi Tyler. I guess quick story time for people who may not know or weren't here when I told this story the first time, but Saturdays were like I think from 6:50 till like 11 a.m. 11:30 a.m. was school. Then when I was on my third semester, which was my second to last semester, I started going to math. I was basically in what is known in movies and stuff as like the math team, the mathematics team, and I started going to competitions and stuff with my group. And so it would be like after that, the principal would buy us like lunch, and then we would be driven by either a parent or a teacher or whoever in charge to the university, the state's university, to go do the competitions and those usually lasted from like 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and then I would be picked up by my parents, go eat, and then at 3:30 I would be on my way to my English lessons, and those were from like 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then I wouldn't arrive home until like 10 p.m. Hello, look. Okay, let me see. I might not be able to finish it this stream, but I will absolutely do it. Hold on, just a sec. While I open your profile picture, because I can see it on my phone. Okay. I might be able to just sketch it for starters, but yeah. So that was just a normal Saturday to me for 2 years. Well, a year and a half technically. Yeah, that's what makes it so insane to me. I know. Why do you think I have a hard time taking breaks? I became a workaholic. Yeah, I was about to, but because I saw that, I was like, you know what? I can do another sketch. And this one is black and white, so technically. Also, sorry, your profile picture is gonna appear here for a little bit. So I'm gonna... Oop, it's on the same layer. Shoot, hold on. What? Okay, this is an angle that I'm not very good at, and even less so with my left hand, but we will figure it out. Okay. So yeah, I know it sounds crazy, it was crazy, and also I just remembered, how did I forget that? I was also at the choir. Not school didn't have a choir or anything, but I was also like my teacher that I went to singing lessons with at the time, because she's no longer my teacher at the moment. She added me to her choir, and I would go on Sundays to rehearsals. I just remembered. Hold on, I can't do lines. Oh god. And then I will do like a simple bumpish line. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me just do this. So it's the shoulder full on. Okay, so that is just for reference, and then this is the entirety of it. Well, actually, I can just do. Oop. I can just do kind of like this. Kind of, sort of. Okay. Pretty decent for left hand, right, so far. Hand is not gonna be so lucky, though. The hand is not gonna be so lucky. I can do, like, the box shape. and then sort of, and okay, so I'm gonna try my best. Oh god. That is one long finger, right? Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. What's my name? Leo. Full name is LeonhardtMills, but everyone calls me Leo. Nice to meet you. Cece. Hello. Wait, why is Charlie starving? Oh my god, Charlie's such a skinny pretty boy, I need to be like him. But which one confused? The one you have right now or the one you have on the Discord server? Cause like, you know, the one you have right now is pretty easy. Okay, how can I do the flowers? Okay, so I can do. Here at the very least. And then I'm gonna just do this randomly for now, because I don't actually know. I can just do like a little, technically, rose here. I can't properly see exactly which plant it is, but we're gonna wing it. Discord, obviously. Probably add another flower here so it looks like more bushy, but I don't know. Unless, are these cloud flowers? No, there's no cloud flowers, is there? No, but it's like smaller. Right. Do I make music? I do covers for the most part. Yes. I sing. Recently I started doing instrumentals for my covers, but it's not a common occurrence yet. I'm still learning, so yeah. And originals are still a little bit far away down the line. This is a very gigantic lens, god, that I'm doing. This is not right. Okay. It's more like round. It's kind of hard with the left hand. Hold on. Should probably be more like to the side here. There we go. eyebrow. No, wait. Eyebrow. And eyebrow. Ooh, nice eyebrows that I did. Nice. Okay. I can't even choose my Discord PFP for YouTube since it doesn't have enough pixels. Find a bigger version of it. Or, I don't know. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I can make the color. And then the rest is the suit, so I think it's only like a slight division there. Here, kind of like that ish. Hold on. Actually, it's kind of like this. No, is it? I can't tell. I guess it's more like from here. Oh. Where's my box that I did for the there we go. Now I don't know how to do curly hair is the thing, so I'm gonna make it like bushy. Probably this is good for the left hand because it's gonna look a little bit more unruly. Ooh, uh-oh, hold on, give me a second, guys. I have to do this real quick because it's almost time for me to go, or more like it's already time, but I'm stalling. I have to go eat lunch with my parents. So that's why I will probably finish this on the next stream. Ooh, these are coming along smoothly. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do like a little. We're gonna just leave it like that, and then just do this. It's a little less. There we go. No problem if you have to leave. I love it. When is your next stream? For this, it's probably gonna be next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. But tomorrow we have another stream where I'm gonna be testing a little game just to see if my PC can handle it. So if you wanna stop by, that's also good. And yeah. So guys, there's also such a thing as a bigger version. Okay, I'll try to recreate it and based on the Discord version of it. And good night, Confused. But yeah, anyway, with that, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for being here and giving me a couple of your hours. Oh no, we're more than a couple of your hours. It's been 3 hours, jeez. I will see you tomorrow for that test stream, and next week for this. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Aside from join memberships if you can, join the Discord server. We're fun there. Listen to my covers on the Spotify and other streaming platforms, and I also have a Patreon and a Ko-fi if you want to check those out. Those are all my shoutouts for the day, I think. And welcome to the new people. Anyway, with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me take you to the ending screen real quick. Whoop. Have a nice rest of your day, even the night, wherever you live. Happy time zone, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright? Take care. Bye bye!